Hello guys, welcome to ERL's track guides around Qatar, our next round. We will do a different thing today. I will try to first lead you around the key points of the track and then I'll try to do one lap, but instead of using a recorded lap, I will try to make it as it is so you can check the telemetry inputs because on Qatar braking inputs will make the entire difference on this track. You will only apply full braking on one corner, which I will mention later. All the other corners will be dealt using very thin balance between braking and proper trail braking techniques and your throttle inputs. Also, I will start by showing you the current um, setup. So in this track, I have made a 1:22.59. That's the current standing on the PS leaderboard, and the setup is this one. 5039, lot of arrow. It may seem a little weird, but this will help you keep all the balance you need for corners. 50-50, so there's not an over delivery of power output on corner exit. The usual right, left, left, and the suspension, as always, stiffer on the front, a little softer on the left, so the car can traverse better on the exits, and as usual, more increase on the rear ride height to keep it steady when you punch in that throttle. Braking, as you can see, the brake bias setting really reflects what I mentioned. Because you won't be making very hard braking inputs, you can distribute a little more to the rear so you can get the car dancing a little more on the corners. But this will mean more unstable setting, but vital to traverse this track. As per the pressures, low pressure so you can get the optimal traction on the corners. Okay, so let's begin. Um, Let me just, I will, I will also show you the line of my lap. I think this is the line of my given rival. Let me change this. Okay, so yes, the line for my lap, which may also help you understand a good racing line around this track. I also take them from the people I use per se when training on time trial. Oh, oh, I thought I would see the line by now. Let me see. Yes. No, sorry. My mistake. It's this one. Okay, there it is. Okay, so we'll begin the lap by exiting the last corner. Very difficult corner, and okay. So for this first corner, you will try to attack it by going gently on the brakes a little before the 50-meter board and trying to take as much as you can from that curb. Also, Your focus must be on returning to the throttle, but the car has to keep turning. Remember that when you punch in the throttle, it begins under steering. The car has to keep turning. You have to feel the force feedback telling you the grip is optimal in order to complete the corner without invalidating on the exit. Invalidation will be a danger around here on almost every corner. So right around here and then should put. Okay, for this one, the braking point can be on the 50-meter board. You have to take it to the right so you can get the optimal angle for this, and I advise you to keep it on 5th so there's more stability on the exit. Same principle as the first corner. Around here, around this point, you'll have to be able to floor it and keep it turning so it won't steer off the right curb. That one easy flat, take as much space as you can. This part is very difficult. I will advise you to use a combo of braking, going down to 6th. So these are 2 right corners, and for the second right corner, it is all done with your throttle. You won't touch the brakes again. For the second right corner, you need to use your throttle. A very dangerous spot for invalidating your lap. Also, keep this in mind, in Qatar, you're gonna drain your battery before the flying lap ends. So around the lap at some point you need to turn off the battery. My advice is here, because if you turn off the battery on these 2 corners, you can control your car's power input a lot better, and this will help you to have battery for the final straight. Okay, so this one will be the only hard braking zone of the track. And since you're going on a 51 brake bias, watch out for the rear. You'll have to control your downshifts, otherwise the car will snap. I will advise you to come here in extended 6th gear and then go all the way down to 3rd or even 4th. But on 3rd you'll get a better exit. For the next one, soft braking and attack the curb on the 4th gear. Same principle. Around here, you should be able to forward, complete the turn without invalidating, and keep in mind that you'll have to start pointing the car to your left in order to traverse the left corner, taking as much space as you can. Around here, oh, sorry. Around here, if you nail the racing line, you can do it flat. If not, you'll need to release the throttle so you can avoid going off track. You do not use your brakes here. Okay, as you can see from the line, this one is all about taking as much as you can without invalidating, and then taking the car gently around the corner. You downshift to 4th gear, you come here in 6th, and As usual, try to find that sweet spot to return to the throttle in order to complete the turn. For this next part, if you are with high arrow on flying lap on Q, you can make all 3 turns flat, but you need to nail the racing line. On the race, you'll probably need to lift the throttle on the final right turn and downshift to 6th. Okay, this one, you're gonna take all the flow you got from these 3 right corners, but this one, I think it's not doable flat. At least I cannot do it. You'll need to downshift, but you won't use the brakes. You'll just have a lift of the throttle, try to take as much curb as you can, and return as quickly as possible, but the car will snap here if you overdo it. Okay, in preparation for the final corner, brake right before the 50-meter board, downshift to 5th, try to guide it gently across the right curb, and you probably know by now, go to the throttle as soon as you can. This track is all about applying the proper amount of braking and getting on the throttle as soon as you can, feeling that the car is sticking to the track. After this, we'll try a launched lap, okay? We'll try another one. Oh. Okay, so it was not a good lap as you could see, but in order to extract a, a mildly decent lap, you have to grind a little bit. So hope this helps. Have a great one at Qatar. Great track. A lot of people enjoyed its inclusion on the calendar, and it usually provides a lot of good racing. Cheers